Today we're going to be talking about this amazing aquarium plant that you can find in the wild. Seriously, you got it.
I'll believe you this time. Hey!
Hi.
So tonight we're going to talk a little bit about one of our favorite plants that we use in every aquarium we have here.
And the ponds.
And the ponds.
Yeah.
And we love it, and we're going to talk a little bit about it, and it's called...
Devil's Ivy.
And it has an actual name.
Yeah.
And we're going to let Mr. Captions tell you what it is, because we're not even going to try to say it.
We're not going to try to pronounce it. Our Latin is so off right now.
Our Latin is... I've never had Latin.
I have, and I'm still looking at it going,
Mr. Captions got that one, and I'm sober.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's called Devil's Ivy. We love it. We have it in every single tank. We have it in the ponds.
Yeah. Now,
we are very lucky.
Yeah, I think the first thing we need to mention is it is actually not a true aquatic plant.
Right? No, it's not. It grows outside.
It grows outside.
It's technically a weed, I think.
It's a vine.
It's a vine, yeah, but it's kind of a weed around here.
The reason why we love it so much is that it's one of those types of plants that's very much like a bamboo, where you can submerge the roots into the water. It'll climb everywhere. You're going to want to make sure it has a light source. It reproduces quickly, and it sucks the bad stuff right out of your water. As far as
it's very good for
the nitrate cycle.
Yeah, yeah. So we love it. We have a lot of it. I'm sure we have video of. It's literally climbing the walls of the pond. We have it in every single fish. Well, we don't have it in that fish tank.
Well, it's because Kimio keeps eating it.
Kimio keeps eating it because
Kimio's
a dick.
Yeah, she's not eating it as much as she's tearing it up. That is one nice thing about the Devil's Ivy, is we have yet to find fish that'll actually eat it.
Yeah, they don't eat it. They just some of them tear it.
Kimio is a very young koi who is trying to show us that she's a big girl, and apparently that is by beating the hell out of the plants. Which is why there are no plants in there. There were, a couple days ago, there were some beautiful plants in there that are not in there anymore.
Yeah, sometimes the koi are kind of destructive with plants. And it's kind of funny because I wish we had video of the day that one plant actually kind of came off the wall and was hanging over, and you see all these fish pulling it. Yeah, and they're literally like pulling it off the trellis, and the trellis is shaking, and I'm like, Shiva, we have it. Like Houston, we have an issue here. We have a problem, and we had to go grab the plant off the damn fish to stop them from dragging the whole trellis down because they're assholes.
Yeah.
Koi are assholes. Koi are assholes. But anyway, Devil's Ivy, back to that, because we'll get on a whole different tangent with your asshole fish. But Devil's Ivy here in Florida, or here at this house, it grows in the wild. We get.
Yeah, basically how we found out about it was we were looking for a plant that the fish was resilient. That was resilient, that we could, basically get one and it would spring a bunch of babies.
Right.
And we were looking around, and Gareth had found this Devil's Ivy plant, which apparently is really great at sucking up the nitrates and whatnot, which is exactly what we needed. Right. And he's looking through and showing me pictures, saying, okay, next time you go to the plant nursery, look for this. And I was like, you mean the stuff that's growing all over our yard?
Yeah.
So grabbed some.
I remember that,
Grabbed
it was
some,
so funny, because we had none originally.
Yeah, so I grabbed some, brought it in, we compared it to the picture, we were like, well, damn.
Yeah.
So we have a ton of this stuff that just grows everywhere. It grows on trellises, it grows across the ground. Yeah. It's basically a vine, and I'll grab a piece here in a minute, but it's basically a vine, and it's great. It's great.
Really great for the water, for the nitrite cycle, because it does really suck a lot of the bad nitrites out of the water. Mm-hmm. Okay. I think it's the nitrites, right? Or is it nitrates?
Nitrates.
And one of those.
Nitrates.
Those are the bad.
You know us.
Yeah, Mr. Captions will know. That's his job.
Yeah. Let me grab a piece real quick so I can show them.
Okay, I'll let you. Let me make designs and dance.
Yeah, you can dance. Show them with the magic of interpretive dance.
Interpretive dance. Woo! Yeah. Plants growing, growing.
There.
She's actually washing the stupid plant off.
No, it's wet. Okay, so this is the Devil's Ivy. And as you can see, the root system here, basically in the pond, which is where I just got this piece from, the roots stay in the pond water, and this goes up a trellis.
Right.
And basically, you can see here that it starts developing roots along the stem here.
Yeah.
So, if I wanted another piece, all I have to do, break that off, make sure that at least
some of the roots are in the
some of the
water.
roots are in the water, and this will turn into a whole new plant.
Yeah.
And so you can do this, section it off in 4, 6
I mean, they're
inch
great. A lot of
pieces.
people have them in their houses as like hanging plants.
Yeah, they do work as
because I think
hanging
my
plants.
daughter has a bunch of. She doesn't even use them in a fish tank. She uses them in her house because she loves the way they look,
Mhm.
and they get very full and stuff. So
But the way to really tell them is you can see the yellow patterning on the green. That's the distinctive thing about them, with these nice broad leaves and the
yeah.
yellow pattern.
But they're very helpful for the nitrate cycle of the water, and they take all the bad stuff out. So
Well, they don't take 100% of the bad stuff
Right.
out, but they do.
help a lot. Though.
They help
They're one
a
of the
lot.
best plants for it,
Mhm.
which is something Gareth had researched. They're one of the best
Right.
plants for removing the bad stuff from the water.
Mhm.
Bamboo's the second.
No. The Anubias and stuff.
Anubias, okay.
The stuff that you find in fish aquarium
Yeah.
stores
Yeah.
is usually the second. But as far as one of the best ones to use, it's this stuff here.
And they do sell it at fish stores. It's just
Not
much
really.
Well,
Not
I
like
saw
this.
it at whatever. I don't want to say the chain name, but I did
One of
see
the
some
towns.
there.
Okay,
Yeah.
because I don't see it in pet stores as often
Yeah.
as I see it at like regular garden or.
Yeah, I saw it in the garden store, but it was at a pet store.
Yeah.
Just recently, I was there the other day, and I saw some there.
So if you're not fortunate enough to have this stuff growing all over your yard like we were, you can find it at like nurseries,
Any garden center,
centers.
Walmart has it.
Yeah. And
Any
it's
garden
relatively inexpensive
Yeah.
because it does, reproduce like crazy.
Center. Yeah.
So even if you happen to be walking like in a park or something and you see some, all
Right.
you need is like maybe an 8-inch piece,
Right.
as long as
And it
you've got
can
the
the
roots.
leaves can get much bigger.
Hmm.
These are actually pretty small ones. We have some that are relatively this big.
Yeah.
The leaves will grow as
Yeah,
the
this is a younger plant.
yeah. So the leaves will grow much larger.
Mhm.
So that is like I said. I actually at the park I go to, I was thinking of getting some of the bigger ones if we needed more
Mhm.
ever, but we have so much in the yard now. We don't.
Yeah, I mean, stuff reproduces like crazy.
Yeah.
And
So.
it's great, and we'll show you some of the things, like what I do with the ropefish tank is I attach it to the wood pieces, and
Yeah.
just that way it stays out of the water. The leaves stay out of the water near the light, and the roots are in
It looks
the
like
water.
a tree.
and
It looks like it's
a
all
tree.
yeah. We'll show you some video of that. That looks really cool. But
But
whatever,
another, but another thing you can do is just hook it on the edge of your aquarium,
that's what I
like
do.
that, and
yeah.
that'll keep the roots in the water, and then this will all grow out above the aquarium. It looks kind of neat.
Yeah. Yeah, I have some growing out of my aquarium now.
Mhm.
On one side, like I said, the other side died, but the other side looks great.
Yeah.
So
It does need light, however.
it does need light. Yeah.
Yeah, whether artificial or natural sunlight, doesn't matter. It just needs light.
Yeah.
Because
But
I've
if you
got some of these that have never seen daylight, and they do fine as long as you have a decent aquarium light going. As long as they can have something to start that photosynthesis process, these are very, very hardy.
Yeah, if you have any questions, comments, like, subscribe, share below.
Mm-hmm.
If you have any questions about it or where to get it, again, let us know. We'll try to research in your area, see if you have any stuff going wild. Or I'm sure, like I said, we're sure that there's pet stores,
Garden centers.
garden centers around that you can get it.
Yeah.
Because this is not a pet today.
Aww.
Hi.
Name
But
the
anyway,
plant.
name the plant. Yeah, God, we have no lives. But if you like some other plant that you really love, like we also love the Anubias. We like that too.
Because
But
the
it's a
fish
very
don't eat it.
but the fish don't eat. But it's a very slow growing plant.
Yeah.
But this is much faster, quicker, cheaper. Does a great job. We do
Yeah.
highly recommend it for if you want some live plants in your aquarium, which we do highly recommend that as well.
Yeah. I mean, even if you're mixing some artificial and some live.
Right, which
this
is what
a
we do.
great one
We
to
do. Yeah, we do that as well. But let us know. We would love to hear from you and buy some stuff from our site.
Well, 2 stores. We've got 2 stores. We've got, again.
I have my shirt on.
I know, I suck at this.
Yeah.
We have 2 stores. We've got our graphic shop, which is where you can get like the
shirts and
t-shirts, and we've got all kinds of stuff
Yeah,
in there.
mugs and things and everything.
Mugs and notebooks and pillows and all kinds of crazy
And then
stuff.
we also have the
And then we have our Fishy Shop, which is all of the handmade aquarium ornaments that we
Right.
make. And that's also where you can find like our filter boxes or filter cages that we came up with.
right.
And all kinds of stuff that we make. Everything's aquarium safe. And you can find some unique goodies there for your fish tank.
Yeah. If you
Including some stuff for Halloween.
so that's coming up, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
But again, like, subscribe, share, comment below. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to hear what plants you use. If you have any others that you prefer
Yeah.
and why. We're always interested in different kinds of plants that people like. I mean, we have different kinds here, but most of them are that, or the bamboo, or the ivy, or the Anubis. Those are our three favorites.
Not Anubis.
Anubis.
That's
Anubis.
an Egyptian.
Anubis.
Egyptian
Anubis.
death god.
I always call it that. She always laughs at me.
I know.
I don't
She's
care.
like, oh, I have.
We're gonna name it. We're gonna give it a different name.
I have Anubis in my tank. It was like, what is the Egyptian death god doing in your tank? I'm gonna have to make you an Anubis ornament.
See?
With the jackal head.
Again, devil's ivy is our favorite. It's inexpensive. Fish don't eat it.
Yeah.
And-
Usually now
yeah.
you watch as soon as we tell
Yeah.
everybody fish don't eat
They're
it.
gonna be like, our Oscars ate it.
Yeah, exactly.
Most fish do not eat it.
Well, most fish. None of the fish that
We have. None of the fish
have
we
eaten
have
it.
eat it, including the ropefish do not eat it. So.
Right. Well, the ropefish
And,
don't eat
and the
plants
koi,
anyway.
which is this thing,
the
because the
koi.
koi eat everything.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
So
the koi would eat small children if we let them, but
Pretty
they
much,
don't
yeah.
eat this. They just tear it up.
they tear it up, but they don't actually eat it. So they'll rip it out and do things like that, but they don't. But if you have any plants that you'd like to discuss with us or ask about or something that's your favorite, let us know. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah.
Have a nice evening.
Bye.